like once you're in the new relationship, you still have your ex aside. Like it's in your head that if things do not go well, I can go back.
Oh, if I'm not trying to say you have to go back, but I'm trying to say that if it happens, there's nothing wrong with that.
Then that means you're just disturbing the person that you are being. You're currently in a new relationship with.
It's allowed for a guy to cheat, but for the ladies,
Let's not talk about
it. I don't even want to go there. Like, what you mean?
Oh yeah, for a guy, biological or the anatomical structure of a woman itself point to the fact that for a man, you are not always ready for sex, but a man all the time you are ready.
Yeah.
Right now, when you come, sorry.
Wow. You have the title as a husband,
exactly.
A husband,
exactly.
A father,
exactly.
right? And then
exactly.
you are still in communication with your ex. What do you mean?
Because the point is that whether you know or you don't know, it's going to happen.
No.
I feel like you can communicate all your needs, your values, without having to bring your ex in the picture. Because the moment you bring your ex in the picture, it's like now you are measuring the person. It's like you put your person on a stage where he's in a competition.
Yes.
But for real, do you guys move on?
There's one thing that maybe, guys, you don't really share when you are going through a problem. But deep down, let's be honest, deep down, that voice is so boy. Voice is so boy.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Chuckle Chat Podcast, and on today's episode we are going to talk about something very controversial. Boo-boo, what are we going to talk about today?
Okay, so I'm Bubune, and today we are going to talk about whether or not it is right to still be talking to your ex while you're in a new relationship. For me, it's a no-no, it's a complete red flag to still be in communication with your ex while you're in a new relationship.
Okay.
As usual, I feel like, for me, it's a yes. There's no problem if you are talking to your ex.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's no problem with talking to your ex.
Yeah.
But honestly, I don't understand why people want to be talking to their ex whilst they're in a new relationship.
There are a whole lot of reasons why someone might talk to his ex, or her ex, some exes, they don't really end up on like bad notes, or bad notes. They really end up maybe on mutual understanding. Sometimes maybe the person is a Christian, this one is a Muslim. Sometimes to like something which will cause a bit of problem. They think that, okay, because of this, let's end. But maybe later they will realize that, okay, maybe even the differences that we think we are sharing, it's not that big deal. We can sort it out again. So there's nothing really wrong with that.
Sure. I agree with you, because at the end of the day, we were friends. Okay. We started dating.
Exactly.
It didn't work out. So why can't we go back to being friends? Do you understand? And I also feel like sometimes people still go ahead to talk to their ex whilst in a new relationship because they want to prove to their current boyfriend that, I was dating this guy. You see the level that this guy was. You see, you are here. I want to show you that, you are even fortunate. I came down to date you. So hold me high. Do you understand?
And treat me better.
Yeah.
Yes, I also feel like people still talk to their exes because they've not completely healed. Yes, okay. Because if you are completely out of it, why should you still be talking to them? It's like you still want to have them around. You still have some feelings.
But don't you think that if you have someone who is not completely healed and you realize that the person is talking back to his ex or her ex, that will let you really understand the emotional status of the person? Because let's say if I'm in a relationship with you and I don't really have any emotional attachment with you, you going back to your ex will let me understand that your current situation. So there are certain things I will tell you to tell me, because let's say you end up telling your partner. But if I understand your emotional status right now, I will come closer to you so that I will understand how I'm going to deal with that for us to sort it out. So don't you think that would be so
you're looking for a project? You're looking for someone that you can work out with. Like
it's not like you are working out with the person, but one of the ways you should try to build a new relationship or understand someone is to understand their emotional status. Right. If you are able to contact your partner and you don't have any like sexual interaction, it's just like, hi, how are you? Yeah, just checking out. And the person, even if they even meet and they don't really get, it's just mutual something like friendship something. Don't you see that person is emotionally mature?
No.
You don't see that person is emotionally mature?
I get it in some way. If you think that person still be in contact with your ex but have boundaries is emotionally mature. But then we are human beings, and there are certain situations that you can say that, I am so strong. I think I cannot fall into the trap. But then the fact that you think that you are so strong, you cannot fall into your trap, doesn't mean that you are emotionally mature. If you are emotionally mature, you prevent the trap even before. They say prevention is better than cure.
Better than cure.
So if you are emotionally intelligent, that is when you will not even put yourself to that verge of you having to, get back to your ex again. And then someone told me something that if you have an ex, that means those people are like your multiple comebacks.
Yeah.
So if I have an ex, that means that person is someone that I can likely be back together again. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. But if maybe I have an ex, or I have an ex and I have an ex and later I find out that the person is someone I will want back and things are going to work. Is something wrong with
Whilst you are in a new relationship.
The point is that I'm looking, in as much as I'm in a new relationship, I'm looking for something that will make my life better.
Wow.
So if let's say I'm currently in a new relationship with you, and I realize that things are not working out well, but maybe the way I ended with my other partner, it wasn't that deep, and we were able to come back and maybe we talk about it and realize that okay,
it's like while you're in the new relationship, you still have your ex aside. Like it's in your head that if things do not go well, I can go back.
Oh, if I'm not trying to say you have to go back, but I'm trying to say that if it happens, there's nothing wrong with that.
Then that means you're just disturbing the person that you are being. You're currently in a new relationship with, because for all you know, that person thinks that, oh, I found the man that I want to be with. But you're also using that person like as a, you're holding that person.
Trying things out.
Do you understand? It's like you're not fully sure of the person. And I don't think that is right to treat someone's daughter or someone's son that way. Because why would you come into my life, but you still have your legs outside that, if things don't go right with us, if things go south, I can go back to my ex. That is even the more reason why people don't want their new partners to be talking to their ex, because they feel like if you are talking to me, you're still talking to your ex. That means if anything goes south within the slightest problem that we have, you'll be like, oh, my ex is better. My ex could have handled it well, so I'll just go back. But meanwhile, if let's say you cut ties completely with your ex, and then it's just you and the person will know that, or you yourself, you know that whatever goes wrong, we are just going to sit together, talk, and settle it out. But if you have other people that you are considering that if things go wrong, I can go back to the person, then the slightest problem that will come up in the relationship, you just leave the partner and just go and be in it with your ex, right?
On one point, I would say what you are saying is right, but I'm not totally saying that you should just, like when you're in a new relationship, then you just go back to your ex. That's not what I'm trying to say. But I'm trying to say that, the way you treat, do you know that the way you treat your current partner depends on how you were treated in your previous relationship.
And should it be like that?
It shouldn't.
So I'm trying, what I'm building is that if you're in a current relationship and maybe your ex pops up or maybe your ex contacts you, understand? Yeah. It depends on what actually ended the relationship that will let you know that, okay, should I even talk to him or not? I think
I know what the problem is.
The problem is where?
We usually, it's like a lot of people do not have respect for what's in the past and what's in the present. What's in the past is in the past. There's a reason why it's in the past. So I think we should leave it there.
But sometimes, if you are on the sound cover,
don't go and pick someone's daughter and be like, oh, I'll go and do sacrifice. Right. Then just be there.
Just be there.
No. But
just be single and be waiting for your ex. When your ex is ready, then you go, because why would you
know that sometimes the way you can really even truly measure the value of something is to compare it.
Why?
Don't you know that? Do you know that sometimes the way you can measure the value of something is to bring two things on board?
I think you should have done that comparison before you entered the new relationship.
Yeah. But if I'm not in a new relationship with you, how can I compare you with my ex?
So what happened? Did you just start the relationship? You didn't do any talking stage or anything?
Oh, you do talking stage, but you know that there is more to someone's personality than just asking the person.
You're the one saying that.
People are just giving excuses.
Yes.
They're just giving excuses.
Yes. So
still be talking to your ex.
There's more things to a person than you just asking him. Like, there are certain things someone might hide it from you. You understand? But I'm not saying that you should just end up talking to your ex. But there are certain circumstances that you can find yourself wanting to talk.
Okay. So
sometimes maybe you might be even in a business with the person before you broke up. So if you're in a business, so let's say I'm dating you, yes. I'm in a business with you.
Yes.
Okay, say because maybe now I've met candidates, so I should end that.
That one is different. If it is possible,
for me,
yeah.
if it's possible to end it,
How?
you should end it.
How?
You end it.
How are we
There
going
are
to
lots
do
of people who could be your business partners.
Yeah.
but maybe it depends. Maybe the one I'm working with, or maybe she's an expert in the game, and working with her on that part will let you truly
So
understand
the
how
whole universe, only your ex.
Oh, no,
Hey.
Papa.
And
Maybe
then,
on the Papa.
you see, I agree with Bubu, what Bubu is saying, that
That-
then if there is a way whereby, should in case you were dating someone and then you guys were also business partners, but then you guys are no more in a relationship. And if there is a chance for you to, just move away from the business partnership, you guys should just go ahead and do it, because the more, business, you are going to be interacting on a daily
Exactly,
basis.
exactly.
And the more you guys have ended a relationship, you are still interacting. And especially if you are still interacting, and especially if you are also in a new relation, like for instance, you and I, we were dating, we were also business partner, and now let's say you are now in a relationship with Boo Boo. It will be very best for you to end the business partnership with me, unless maybe you think that you are so strong, you guys can have some strong boundaries.
Oh,
but
yeah, me, I'm so strong.
even before you
I'm
consider
so
that,
strong.
I have some strong boundaries, I can still go ahead with the business partnership. If there's an avenue where you think you can end the business partner, you should, because now we are going to still be interacting on a daily basis, communicating, meetups and all. There will be a high possibility of us coming back together. There's no problem with that, but you are now in a different relationship. It's going to affect the quality of your other relationship. And Bubuna will even be so jealous. Like, she'll be insecure because now you are spending like majority of your time, like you've splitted it, you're spending some time with her, but you're spending some time with me too, although as a business partner.
As
but
a
then we
professional.
had like something in common. We shared something very intimate. So it's like you're even cheating.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Micro cheating. It's called micro cheating.
Yeah, micro cheating.
Me having a business, I understand what you are saying, because sometimes to you, like when you don't take care and you find yourself in certain situations, you might end up like doing certain things.
Yeah.
But the point is that if I am in a new relationship with someone, one of the ways I have to make things work is to truly communicate with the person. Because if
how much can communication do?
Right.
Like,
if
words are words, but action speaks louder than words.
So if that's the case, then even if I'm not even with my ex, I can be with someone different and still find myself in that situation. Or you don't understand what I'm trying?
Yeah, I understand you, but I'm saying that's even the most dangerous part. Like, you broke up with your ex, you guys are still business partner, you still have someone else that you are dating. That's even the most dangerous part.
License to restart something with your ex. That business partnership is just a license for you to be able to start something with your ex.
Really?
Yes.
But for me, on the guy side there, I think it's normal.
It's
because
not.
It's normal. Maybe you might even end up in a situation where maybe your current partner is not able to give you that, like, sexual things good be. So like when you have your ex around, like, so
you want to be able to cheat. You want to be able to cheat.
You are bringing this topic again. It's allowed for a guy to cheat, but for the ladies, yeah.
Let's not talk about
it. I don't even want to go there. Like, what you mean?
Yeah. For a guy,
So right now, from this podcast, what I'm taking is that any guy who is talking to his ex is talking to his ex because he wants to be able to cheat with.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you have a guy who is there and let's say his ex will give him that sexual part of the game, you shouldn't be worried, because
Wow.
that should be your worry.
Then I think you should be the same on the side of the ladies too.
Oh no, we are not,
ladies. I agree with Philemon in some way, but then I don't think he should have that. I don't think you should hold up to that view, because for ladies, for a lady to cheat and for a man to cheat, it means two different things.
Exactly.
When ladies cheat, it means that they really like the person. It's not just because they want the sexual fantasies or the pleasure.
Now you understand.
But then a man will cheat basically because maybe that person is just attractive, but he doesn't see a future with that person. But for a woman to cheat, it means that she's kind of like considering that man.
Before a guy will cheat, I'm not talking about one stand. Before a guy will cheat, it takes a long process. He sees the guy.
No.
Relax. For a lot of guys, I mean, a guy who is in a relationship and in another relationship is cheating, right? He took his time to tell this person that, I like this person. What are you telling me?
No. We don't take longer time before we can cheat.
I'm not talking about one stand business.
Like how?
Something that you just go and sleep with the person and you are gone. I mean, you are in a relationship with
dating
another
two people.
person, like multiple
Oh,
people.
and I make no bema dear.
So you can't, I don't know, like it's like we are trying to give points to validate cheating in like the male gender, which is not right.
Oh, it's not right.
Well, we are all human beings.
Sexually, biologically, momentally, ideally, sexually, quotially, everything is right. When we are not talking about that, but when we are supposed to analyze it carefully, population-wise, the number of women around, the biological or the anatomical structure of a woman itself, point to the fact that for a man, you are not always ready for sex. But a man, all the time you are ready. Yeah. Right now, when you come, sorry. Wow. But for a woman, there are periods you don't have.
And is that the right? Is it right?
It's not like it's right, but that is just it is what it is.
So we shouldn't validate it. If it's not right, we shouldn't.
What's the color of your pink? Your dress?
It's pink.
Exactly. That's how the dress. That's the color of the dress, right? Sana mema yetie.
But a lady can tell you now. Oh no, it's not pink. It's like light pink. It's dark pink. So yeah,
that is what it is. Sana mema yetie. Who's a mema dear?
Yeah. Okay, so for me, I am not in full support of you talking to your ex, but I feel like you can still talk to your ex.
Exactly.
I feel like you can still talk to your ex, provided that you have some boundaries in place.
Okay.
Like, for instance, I have a friend who is still talking to her ex, and I told her, like, is it not disturbing you? Is it not affecting you in some way or the other? And then she said that, oh, it doesn't affect me because after all, we broke up like 2 years ago, and now I can talk with him without no strings attached. So I'll say the boundaries would be like maybe right after ending the relationship with your ex, and let's say maybe 2 or 3 months, you move into another relationship. It was not advisable to be talking to your ex. Like maybe you can talk to your ex maybe when you gave yourself like 2-year grace period before entering into a new relationship. You see, that time you've built momentum and you've lived your life without your ex. So it's like now you can talk to your ex without no strings attached, with no feelings attached. Do you understand?
But like, is it a necessity to be talking to your ex?
It's not a necessity.
It's not a necessity.
But then,
so why can't you just
so
avoid
if it happens, avoid it as in?
Because it comes with a lot of disadvantages. It comes with a lot of like bad things.
Yeah,
so
but then if you can establish some boundaries, why not? And it will really help, especially if maybe you and your ex, you guys are not even in the same region. And then even if you guys want to meet, you should just make sure that you not meet in private places. Like you not go to his house. He's not going to come into your house. If you guys will meet, you just meet in public spaces where you know that nothing is going to happen.
We don't have full control over everything.
Exactly.
So for me, the main boundary is just don't be in communication with your ex. Do not have any contact with your ex. In case you guys meet one day, behave like you don't know each other because it's gone. There's a reason why it's in the past.
But haven't you ate any food that you feel like, hey, this food, if I get it again, I'll eat it? Maybe it's not available, but you ate something and you feel like, hey, today, dear, if I get this food, I have to eat it again.
And besides,
especially when you
don't know when you also go into your ex. Like if you go into a conference room, you are going for a job interview, and it's your ex that is sitting there. Won't you be so grateful, especially if you knew? Oh, you guys, you and your friends, you are still talking. Like, won't you be happy? You know that your ex will favor you. So sometimes you just want to keep your ex because of connections and social network.
Like we create all these scenarios in our head so that like it's like a license for us to be able to communicate with our ex, and then in the long run, it leads to cheating with the same ex. So I feel like we should just avoid.
When you bring cheating inside, and when it comes to the ladies aspect, I don't have any problem. But if it comes to the guy side, for a guy, when you bring that cheating part attached to this,
you feel like as a guy, it's right to
have multiple partners. Yeah.
No, not even that. It's right for a guy to be in communication with his ex because it's not anything bad.
Yeah, like, it will even help his current relationship.
You see, I think that some of these issues, like communication with your ex and all of these issues are going to disturb future marriages, in our generation. Because imagine you are a husband or you are a wife and then you are still in communication with your ex. Maybe one morning there's a call on your phone and then it's your ex. How are you going to feel? Imagine you see your wife's ex calling her one morning.
My wife's
your
ex,
wife, somebody who is your wife having children for you.
I'm not even so. I'm saying that the woman shouldn't do that because no.
So you think it's right
for a guy?
You have the title as a husband,
exactly.
A husband, a father,
exactly.
Right? And then you are still in communication with your ex. What do you mean?
Okay, don't you even think that one cry would be better than you not knowing someone I'm even having any like sexual things to.
No,
Because the point
not.
is that whether you know or you don't know, is going to happen. No, I'm telling you. Whether you
No, you can't say that for sure for
that.
all men.
You can't say
Not
that.
all men think like you.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
understand?
I'm not saying
some men are faithful.
Yes,
some men
And some men are serious and disciplined.
Oh yeah, you know,
Like they don't do things like that, like talking to their ex while in a new relationship. There are some responsible men
Highly
that
but who
think
told you
like
that men
us.
that involve themselves in those things are not
They're
responsible?
not responsible.
Who told you?
They're not.
How,
How do you want to be
responsible are
responsible
you?
whilst you have your legs outside? Like how?
why
You'll be
I have
giving
my
money to
legs
your
outside?
ex. The money that you're supposed to be using at home, you'll be giving to your ex.
Oh, but do you know that there are some people who really take care of their family and are very responsible when it comes to their family? But at the end, because of maybe that's what I'm saying, because of
So
the
it means that you have
woman
too
nature.
much money. I'm not billing you enough. That's why you want to go outside the house.
Yo, there's some money you can't spend it all. Schedule
Wow.
there be schedule Mindy. There's $1 million at the bed.
Yes, there are things I'll use it to do.
What will you do?
I will do a lot
Oh,
of things with it. I will do a lot
sometimes,
of things with
some,
it. You cannot tell me that.
You know, we are in a society.
You know that the man's money is for both of, like, your husband's money is for both of you. So indirectly it means that you are giving my money to your ex.
I'm giving you.
Like how does that sound to you? You are giving me my money to your ex.
You know, the point is that the money, especially when the guy is wealthy and he's rich, you have to understand that you cannot spend the money all. Like, you cannot spend all the money. No matter what you do, I'm trying to say that no matter what you do, a be bonting.
I feel like
because
let's shift away from this gender
okay, no problem,
yes,
no problem.
You can't be telling me that as a guy.
And then do you
Oh,
know
but you have to be prepared.
one annoying thing? There are
That-
people that will not be talking to their ex, but then whilst you're in a relationship with them, they'll be bringing things about their ex.
yes.
And my ex was like that. My ex was like that. Would that want to? Do you think there's a problem with it, or you feel like so far as they are not talking to their ex, but then they chip in one or two things that their ex did? Would you allow that thing in a relationship?
It's very, very, very wrong. Because if you think that I'm not good enough, I don't match up to your ex, why are you with me? Why is that?
Okay, maybe it might not necessarily be because like he's just trying to match you up to his ex. Maybe he tell you, oh, my ex and I used to go to these places. We used to go on vacations like every month. You know, that kind of conversation. Would you entertain that? Would you think it's okay?
No, I won't. You can create those memories with me.
You know, the point is that I'm trying. Maybe you're
I feel
not.
like-
She's trying to say that maybe there are certain memories you created with your partner, and you feel like, okay, when we bring it up in our new relationship, it's gonna, because I think that one of the ways you truly understand someone, for example, if you told me that your partner cheated, that's why you broke up. I will know that, hey,
You don't entertain
exactly
cheating.
because
But
what you
even
told
that one
me
is
gave
even
me-
dangerous because I read
Yes.
somewhere that never tell your new relationship, like your partner in a new relationship, what your ex did for you guys to break
they're
up, because
going
it
to
kind of
realize-
like gives them a blueprint of what they can do to make sure that if they are fed up with this relationship, what they can do to
but
end
don't
it.
you
Because
think
so
that you
now
know
that I left the relationship because my ex cheated, so you too, if you are fed up with me, you also cheat as a way for you to just get out
But
of the relationship.
don't you find it very okay to see that, okay, the guy I'm with doesn't want me again and he has cheated and he's going?
Or it will even
Don't
teach
you
like your
feel
new partner that, oh, that means you are not even enough. You know, you're not
Yes.
able to do everything for your partner to stay to the extent that he had to cheat.
He had to find it outside the relationship.
So it's not even good to tell your new partner what your ex did. Like,
Really?
Nah.
Yes, you're not supposed to be having conversations about your ex at all.
Oh, but I don't think there's nothing wrong with
I mean,
having
I
conversation
don't
with
get
them.
sometimes I don't get you people. Like there are a lot of conversations to have. There are a lot. See, if you can't talk about anything, talk about the future. Must you go back into okay? Fine, if you go into the past, even if you go back into the past, there are a lot of things you can talk about. But you choose to talk about your ex.
Because that is my life. That was my life. Do you understand? We shouldn't take something out of the circle. This was the life I was living, right? So if I'm coming into the new relationship with you, I want you to know maybe these are the boundaries that we set, that the person wasn't able to get to that boundary, or the person maybe moved out of that boundary. So we talking about it will let you understand me as an individual, some of the things I value, some of the things I want, and some of the things that person wasn't able to meet.
You can clearly communicate all of those without
even bringing inference.
But that one will be a scenario for you to understand it properly.
I can tell you that if you cheat on me, I'll break up with you. Without telling you that
And
my
what can
ex
it take
cheated
you?
on me,
But-
that's why we broke up.
A teacher can say that when you do something, I'll beat you.
Right.
But when a far know the child, Next
Yes.
time, that I want my who's
Yes,
a
so that's-
master.
You know,
with
you are
you,
right
it's
for
with
saying
you.
all those things. Like you can say it, you can actually prove
Yeah.
it, but then it's still the same. But why would you try to go with that one of actually proving to the person that it actually happened and then you broke up? There's no point. Like
It's not
it doesn't
necessary.
change anything. It's
So
not necessary.
It
So you
doesn't-
can just say it without bringing reference that, oh, your ex did it. That's why you left. You can just say, I don't entertain cheating.
But
You understand? It's all the same. It will all lead to
it's
the
not- it's
same
not all-
result.
it's not
But
all
then
the
it's
same.
not really important
sometimes
for you
when
to
you
bring
let the
your ex
person
in it.
when you let the person see that what you have, you know, I said talk is cheap. I can tell you something. But when it comes to the act itself, maybe I will not, like when we were talking about we being emotionally attached, you said that, oh, you can say that you are strong, but sometimes you might find yourself in that situation, you understand? So in the same sense, you can tell me, but when you give me an example for me to know that, Adiwe, like you stand by it. You can even meet someone who also ended up maybe the new partner that you have, the person also maybe the other partner cheated on that person. So like when two of you come together and you realize, okay, we all of us, people cheated on us, and we are all holding the same value, things that we want, like is the same. You know, you see that at that point, you two, like, it's gonna work because you feel like when you put your past out, but you are talking about your past, and when your past come together, sir, many cry to work. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I feel like you can communicate all your needs, your values, without having to bring your ex in the picture. Because the moment you bring your ex in the picture, it's like now you are measuring the person. You are trying to, you know, see if the person. It's like you put your person on a stage where he's in a competition.
Yes.
Really?
Like I tell you, oh, my ex did this. He took me here. Blah blah blah. And now the moment you bring that person in the picture, you are trying to see if your ex can match up to that standard. And if your ex is not someone who believes in himself, who feels like he has the capacity, he's so good and he can make you happy, everything that he does will be at the back of his mind that, oh, he'll be comparing with my ex. I'm not good enough. Do you think that her ex did that? Do you think so? Why do you want to put your partner in that position where if he has to do something for you, he has to go back and think about your past? Do you think that she'll be happy with it because she said her ex did that? As did this. So I don't think it's not healthy to put your partner, your new relationship, in that position.
But
like to deal with your old life. Like why? Because the person is not responsible for whatever happened to you in the past.
No, the way you ask, are you Lot's wife? It's like you can't leave the past alone. You can't leave the past and live in the present.
But don't you know that sometimes one way of leaving a particular situation is talking about it?
Talking about it with.
Like talking about that thing, maybe to even someone you even care about. You can even talk about.
You know, this is not just any situation we are talking about.
We are talking about your ex. Exactly. You know that one of the ways that you can truly even get over your ex is talking about it with your current partner. Wow. Because I find cute. I know you are watching me. Shout out to you. You know, she told me that you know when we were in SHS, you know, she came to tell me that as she crashed on me and all those things, you know, but me, my mind no did that much. So, there are a whole lot of things that came up with me and cute and all those things, you understand? She met a new guy after high school. She met a new guy. And later on, when we were talking, she told me that after she explained everything to the guy was able to truly communicate to her for her to understand the situation proper. And now, on any guy in Efa, because she talked about it to the guy. And that thing worked. Because of how she, like, the guy was able to understand the situation to the extent that, Omanu who said, okay, say in a course, means to say, like, this is how I'm going to do the thing. And the way he took the thing, the process that he took her through, made her, like,
so let's say that girl was in a new relationship.
Exactly.
Now that she understood whatever happened in the past and they've been able to resolve it. So she now went back to the guy, right? So let's say if she was in a relationship with a new person, what would she tell the other person before going back to the ex?
What would she
like, for instance, maybe you, like, I was in a relationship with you, but then things didn't work out between you and Bubune, and so now you talk to Bubune, you guys have been able to resolve. So what would you come and tell me for me now to approve that, you guys have to go back together?
Understand. I'm not saying that she went back to her ex.
I'm just saying in a scenario like that, what would you say to your current one for her to approve and say, oh, okay, I understand you. Now you can go back to Bubune and live happily ever after. What would you tell to the person?
That I'm not still getting it. I'm
like,
not still getting
you see,
it.
for the example that you gave,
Exactly.
you're trying to say that that person, they didn't understand themselves whilst in the new relationship. Do you understand?
Oh,
so
no,
when they ended...
I'm not saying they didn't understand. I'm trying to say that, like, she was very keen on that, you understand? She wanted me, right?
But they had ended it.
Yeah, like, we ended, we realized that it's not going to work. So when we ended, but she, like, emotionally, she wasn't that okay, you understand? Because she talked to me about it. But later, when she met a new guy, who wasn't her ex, like a new guy, and she explained how things went out between me and Nono, you understand? I said, from her, when we talked, she made me to understand that the guy has really helped there, especially when she explained everything to him from her past. Abonama, their current relationship is working out. So that's what I'm like.
Okay, I understand you, but you see, not everybody is emotionally intelligent and to be able to take that, like to handle all of that. Because some people, if you tell them that, they'll break out and then they'll lash out on you. It's like you are now using your new partner as a therapist to heal. Why do you want to put them in that position? Like, I don't like that.
Don't you think you should?
If you want me, if you want.
You should heal before you
move into a new relationship.
Oh, but it all boils down to the person who... Some people can heal when they are in a new relationship. Some people, because of how emotionally intelligent they are. Me like this, moving on is so easy for me. Like, because I use my brain more.
Do men even move on?
Yeah,
men don't move on.
We don't
like,
move on.
I don't think men move on.
Really?
Like, the moment they end the relationship with you, they're just looking for the next partner. It's just girls who have this fantasy, like, I have to heal.
For
I don't think men move on.
But this is one thing that...
But for real, do you guys move on?
This is one thing that maybe... guys, you don't really share when we are going through a problem. But deep down, let's be honest, deep down in our hearts, you sue. That boy is a boy. Boys is boy. Almost so, but I said they can't say it. You say, okay, I said, as a wife, feminine be, why your baby? Now for can you more one I can't say baby at Wakuma. Hey boy.
You see with the scenario he gave him.
Yeah.
Assuming I move into a new relationship, and then the new guy comes and he's like, I had this, I really liked my ex. And he didn't like me back. Something. Like, it will only give me a scenario that she still likes the he still likes the ex. I wouldn't feel like he wants to heal, that's why he's talking to me. No, my whole mind would be like, so he's still in love with his ex.
But
so it means that if the ex comes to maybe there's a situation where the ex also comes to like him back sometime later, he will go back.
But don't you think that at that point this is going to let you understand how valuable or your status in his life?
What?
Like how
as a therapist?
No, you are seeing yourself as a therapist, or
in that case, in what you are saying, it means that I'm valuable as a therapist.
No. I'm trying to say that if he is able to communicate that to you, like maybe let's say even it took like 6 months. Let's say we talked about after 6 months. It's a longer time, and he told you that. Don't you feel like him telling you like that guy will cram in or someone that's
and before you tell me that, it means it has been on your mind for a very long time. Every day
it will help you.
It means that you are always thinking about your ex. Once you are with me, you are always thinking about your ex. It will help me.
No,
and then you know something.
You should just leave me
like,
alone.
Yes, so it will help you to know that you yourself, should I move on with this or I should stop?
So
and you know something, me, I will never go back to an ex, because in the first place, why didn't we resolve whatever had to make us end than officially ending the relationship? Like, why were we not able to resolve it whilst in the relationship that we had to end, give ourselves some grace period, and then come back together? No.
The way you think 5 years ago, is it the same way you think now?
No.
Exactly. So the point is that it can happen that maybe the differences you had 5 years ago, you people didn't really understand that aspect of life well. But it can get to a stage that when you sit and realize that, even now I understand this proper. And when you talk about it, you realize that, okay, the differences that we even had previously wasn't a problem that we think we had.
Then don't go back. Take it to a new relationship.
Should that understanding come when you are in a new relationship?
Should that problem repeat itself again? Now use that understanding, that wisdom that you've had like 5 years from 5 years ago to now build that relationship, but don't like use it as an experience. Don't use it like, oh, I've got an experience, so I can now go back
and go and solve.
Go forward, move forward.
But what if the person who was who you had a relation previously, maybe you realize that it now is going to work.
No.
Maybe
it's not. Now it's going to work, but it's too late. It's too late.
Which kind of realization?
5 years, you think that the person has encountered so many people. So move forward. Don't try to go back to an ex. Now I hit the jackpot. I have a solution for whatever problem that we're facing. So now we can get back. It doesn't work that way. Life
life sometimes
it's not right.
Listen, there are so many mistakes that you've made in your life growing up as a human being, right?
Exactly.
Can you say you're going to go back in time to resolve those mistakes that you made? You can't. You just move forward. It's like you now have an experience. So moving forward, you know that you're not going to repeat that mistake again.
You are saying
so
it
I
one
don't
way.
say no.
You are saying it one way.
It's not one way. It applies everywhere. You can't use that scenario too.
There are certain things you can't go back and correct them. Yeah. But you use that as a yardstick, like, or as a measure to.
So what's
to
the
move
difference?
Forward.
Like in the same thing, relationship, you can't go back and resolve it.
There's no guarantee that when you meet a new partner, it's going to work.
Right.
You understand? So what if now the person I knew earlier on, the differences that we had that didn't make the thing work, we now know that okay, we are solving that differences to make it work.
Let me tell you something.
What is wrong with that?
Let me tell you something. So while you are in that new relationship and you've now realized that this and this, now I've gotten a solution to what happened in the past, now things can work. It means that while you were in the new relationship, you were not really in the relationship. It's very wicked of you to do that.
It can also be that in the new relationship that the person is not understanding me the way I want the person to understand.
So you leave that relationship before you now come and think about your ex.
Oh no,
you shouldn't be in the relationship.
No. But me, on the female side, I have two different. But on the guy, baby, I did you're born in chain. You'll be a friend in chamber, and you'll be a friend of our idea. So for a guy, a guy, but a the born chain keke. Oh, you're not the body. I fast now. What pass it? We are not fast now. So if those ones come on your lane, then you can be in that middle of maybe
right now, we are talking about serious relationships, not what you guys have been
serious
doing.
For us. Serious relationship. A guy.
Well,
until a guy is married, there's no serious relationship.
I want to read some comments that our listeners passed prior to this topic that we're going to talk about.
Okay.
So someone said, I think it is perfectly fine to bring up an ex in a new relationship as long as it is coming with self-awareness.
Okay.
What's not okay is venting about them like your new date or partner is your therapist.
Okay.
Do you agree with her?
Yeah. I think... Do I agree with what the person said?
Yeah.
Like, okay, in one way, you shouldn't make like the person that you are in a new relationship with should solve the problems that you had. You understand? But me, I feel like I should understand the person. I should understand some of the things that happened in your life that made you worried. That's my point. Because if I understand them, it gives me a yardstick of not repeating those things again. Because let's say that you know that sometimes you can meet a new person and the new person will do something, tell him that, oh, this thing I don't like it. You understand? And maybe the person can do it again because maybe some people do it again, and if someone can even end up doing it again like 3 times or 4 times. But when you let the person know, like, some of us we want to know, say, at the end of me, there are people like that. There are people when you tell them that I don't like it, someone will stop. Yeah, when you just tell the person, okay, I don't like this, someone. There are some people to Obeka, Waka, you catch them, men koha, ofrena, makoaba.
There's a way of showing it without bringing your ex into the picture. I don't know why you just want to, like, it's like you miss your ex so much that whatever you do and bring your ex into the picture, you want to.
But for a guy, if you miss your ex and your ex,
I wouldn't advise her to do that. Like, don't even bring the subject of your ex.
Those conversations, you are painting a mental picture of like the memories you guys had together. Before you sleep, crying, you still think about it.
About your ex.
Yes.
Oh, me, I won't think about it. Me, like, we can talk about. Bema there, I don't know for the ladies, but for a man there, I can just sit down with you and talk about it.
You should talk for all men. You shouldn't talk for all men because I know men who think differently from the way you are talking.
That one there, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay, so
there are some people who
this
have
other
different
person
opinions.
also said that the person you are talking to right now is not your previous partner. Entering a relationship with the unconscious intention to make someone else pay for all the mistakes your ex made is a sign that you are not ready to date and still need to heal.
Exactly.
That's so true.
Very,
Yeah.
In contrast with what you're saying, you saying that, oh, this is what your partner did, that you had to leave. Telling your partner all those things means that you have not fully recovered.
Oh, but I give you an example where a lady told the guy and things worked out.
It's few, like out of 100%, like 0.0001.
Because me, as I stand, I feel like one of the ways to truly understand some of the problems like the person went through is through that kind of communication. Because listen, when I come into any relationship with you, you know, one of the ways to truly understand you is for you to give me realistic happenings in your life. You understand? Right. Certain things that really happened in your life that has ended up making you who you are. So if you're able to, it all comes down to the communication and letting your partner understand that, okay, in as much as I'm sharing these things with you, it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going or I have something to do with my ex. But I just want you to understand some of the things I was holding when I was in the previous relationship.
Can we move into new relationships with like fresh minds and forget
and then
about
I have this belief that if you are with someone and the person tells you that, oh, someone did this to me, it means that you are still hurt by what the person. The fact that you have to bring that subject up means you're hurt. Because me, if someone does something to me and I fully heal, like it's biggie to me. Why would I bring that subject up?
Even if it's not big, unless
maybe
you can
you
talk
are
about
asked,
it.
Unless maybe you are asked about what do you think about this subject, what do you think, maybe then you can now chip in, oh, someone did this to me, but I fully recovered. But for no one to ask you that question and for you to intentionally bring that conversation up means that you've not fully recovered.
So even now you are even bringing a new whole idea. Should you necessarily like do it intentionally, or you should wait when maybe something pops up, then you talk about it?
Yeah, unless the situation presents itself
and there's a need.
But then we are all there, we are chill, and then now you want to bring what your ex did.
At the end, whether you wait, whether it comes by situations, at the end you are telling your partner.
Right.
That is my point. Right. Like at the end, you want your partner to understand what is happening. You understand? At the end, you are telling him. And me, I feel like it's not necessarily like only the like it as a bit my culture. No? What you say? But me, I can tell you that maybe these are some of the things. Or you can even tell the person some of the things that like happened. You just share it. Even it can't necessarily be and you guys say always the bad part. It can also be the good part. You understand? You can also share that thing, like you were saying, going out.
When you're the one say, well, it comes to your mind. The memories you had with your ex, it still comes
but
to your
no
mind.
matter what,
Listen,
no matter what you do,
keep it in your mind.
There are points in your life that name will come.
Keep it in your
mind. Maybe you have been walking. Maybe the name of the person is Alex. When you see a new Alex, hey Alex, sometimes
there's this elderly person that you don't respect. It's in your head that you don't respect. You don't have to show it. The same way you remember your ex sometimes, but then you're not supposed to like tell your partner. You're not supposed to make your partner know that my ex is coming to my mind and all of that.
Oh, you're not supposed to let your partner know that your ex should like. You're not supposed to let your partner know that your ex is coming on your mind. Or that one there I agree. But me, where I stand is that if what you are going to say is going to let your partner understand the situation that you are going through, I think for that one is right.
So let's come to the end of this episode, and then when I want you to give us your verdict. What is your verdict on this topic?
For me, I'm still standing by what I said earlier, like from the very beginning. You are not supposed to have any sort of communication or contact with your ex. There's a reason why they are in the past. Do not be Lot's wife, because when Lot's wife looked back, she turned into a pillar of salt. Mm-hmm. So if you don't want any complications, just stay out of communication with your ex. Yes.
Okay. Me too. I think that it all depends. Sometimes you feel like even the past is good, you understand? So those things also happen. So it all depends. If at the end, the past is going to benefit you and make your life better, why not go for it? You understand? You should go for that.
Okay, guys, so we are coming to the end of this episode, and I want to say that whether you want to still talk to your ex or you don't want to talk to your ex, just assess your strength. If you think you can handle it, be talking to your ex without any strings attached. If you think it's going to affect your current relationship, and I'll advise you to not even go there. Okay, guys, so I hope you enjoyed this convo, and that is all we have for this episode. So make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.